crawling. Gucci sweatsuit, yeah, they thought I was jogging. I'm just getting front end, the back end, the rexing. Nigga, fuck your plug, heard he texting, we whack.
YouTube, it's your boy Cody back with another one. Before we even get to this video, gotta take out time for the Mamba. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and everybody else in that plane. It's the reason I haven't put out a video on this topic yet. You know, as much of a big rap fan I am, also a big basketball fan. Kobe's in my top 5, top 2. Really a big Kobe fan. It's a big loss. R.I.P. to the Mamba mentality. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. But I had to make this video. The Grammys were Sunday, my bad. I got the winners of the rap category. I'm just gonna talk about rap. Maybe album of the year. Maybe best new artist. Only the snubs. And one snub particularly in R&B. Indigo by Chris Brown got snubbed hard. I know it's a long album, 32 tracks. I know. But I have a playlist of the songs I go back to on Indigo. 28. So 28 out of 32 songs isn't bad. I'm not sure everybody else goes back to it, if everybody else heard it. I like Indigo. Indigo had the first 3 tracks on Indigo, the Indigo intro, Back to Love, Come Together. Then you got Emerald, Emerald Burgundy Red. Bro, the album is amazing. I'm just a big Chris Brown fan. And No Guidance got snubbed hard, bro. Hard, bro. Song of the year, record of the year, R&B song of the year. Where was No Guidance? No Guidance, arguably, in my opinion, was the biggest song of the year. Drake and Chris Brown, song of the summer, and it doesn't get no recognition. I have a Chris Brown theory, but I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But let's start off with album of the year, Billie Eilish. I don't have no problem with that. My only problem with that category, once again, Igor. How does Igor not get nominated for album of the year? And we're gonna come back to Igor, but Igor is an amazing album. I'm not even gonna talk about Igor right now because we're gonna come back to it when I talk about best rap albums. So let's go on. Best new artist. I'm not mad that Billie Eilish won that neither. She's popping right now, but the Baby don't get a nomination. Meg don't get a nomination. Like, they did this last year with Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD didn't get a best new artist nomination, but the Baby had a #1 song with Suge. Bop is a hit. He's featured on everybody want the Baby on their song. Even Meg had a big song, Hot Girl Summer. How does somebody like those two, who arguably are having as much of a big year as Billie Eilish, don't even get nominated for best new artist? The Baby had one of my favorite albums with Baby on Baby this year. Kirk, not so much, but Baby on Baby alone is the reason he should be nominated for best new artist. Once again, goes back to my critique of the Grammys, is how is hip-hop the biggest genre in the world, and we don't get no credit? That even goes with the performances. This only was, what, 3 rap performances? Lil Nas X, which was fire, by the way, him and Nas. Only critique about that performance is why wasn't Young Thug performing with them when they did the Old Town Road remix? He got the best verse. Then it was Tyler, who did songs off Igor, which isn't a rap album. But that performance was fire. Fire. And then it was the Nipsey tribute, which is amazing. That Roddy Ricch and Meek song, Letter to Nipsey, is fire. That's been on repeat since it dropped. Roddy Ricch is just floating on that hook. And Meek has a great verse to start it off, but that Roddy Ricch hook is crazy. But, like, I don't get how only 3 performances, my God. For one, where's Playboy Cardi? How did Playboy Cardi not perform Earthquake with Tyler? That's just my thing. Playboy Cardi is my favorite part of that song. 2, how does How did the baby not perform Shook? That's one of the biggest records this year. That's crazy to me. Ridiculous. We're not even gonna get into the performance part. But the rap performances were fire though. That Nipsey tribute was amazing. I do think they should have let him do Racks in the Middle. Roddy. That song is hard. But let's get into the awards. The rap awards. That one. Best rap performance was the nominees were Middle Child, Suge, Down Bad, Racks in the Middle, and Clout. Racks in the Middle won. I'm not mad about it. That's Nipsey and Roddy. I'm not mad. I would have personally gave it to Middle Child or Suge, cause I like what Cole did with that one. But I do like Racks in the Middle too. There was no wrong winner in this one. Anybody could have got it, and it would have been cool. Best rap song performance: Higher, Drip Too Hard, Panini, Ballin', The London. Once again, Nipsey took this one with Higher, him and DJ Khaled and John Legend. That's a great song. It's the best song up here, but I probably would have gave it to The London because I'm just a Thug stan, and I really like that song. I really like what Thug did with the 4 flows in one verse, then the Cole verse, and Travis on the hook and Travis on the outro. But I'm not mad at the Higher one because Higher is a great song. It's probably the only listenable song on the DJ Khaled album. That album's trash. Best rap song: Bad Idea, Bobby and Corday and Chance, Gold Roses, Ross and Drake, A Lot, 21 and J.Cole, and Racks in the Middle again, and then Suge. A Lot won, which is really ironic because J.Cole's whole thing is platinum with no features. And the first time he wins a Grammy is him being the feature. That's ridiculous. I like that song too. Cole's verse is crazy. And then like the album, the physical copy version of that album of I Ain't Greater Than I Was, with 21 Savage, and it doesn't have Cole on it. He has another verse that's amazing. But then again, I like Gold Roses too, with Drake and Ross. That's probably my favorite song out of this collection. I like Bad Idea with Chance and Corday, Suge of course, Racks in the Middle of course, but between Gold Roses and A Lot, it's between either or for me. I would have personally gave it to Gold Roses because I just like what Drake and Ross did with that, and Drake and Ross don't miss when they do a song together. But I'm not mad about it. Shout out to Cole and 21. But the one award I'm mad about, really upset about, best rap album. Igor won. I already said Igor won. But the nominees, other than Igor, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, which was an amazing album. I love what Cole did. Cole put artists like Shmino, Guap, Buddy, Vince Staples, got them all Grammy nominated. And, you know, some of them are new artists. That's just dope. Then Championships by Meek. That album, oh my god, Championships was fire, bro. That album for the time, it came out 2018, like the end of 2018. Meek had just came home. It was his championship run. That's why it's called Championships. There's no bad song on that album. The What's Free with Ross and Jay, fire. 24/7, Hunter Summers. This is multiple. Splash Warning, the song with Kodak. I love this album, bro. The song with Cardi. This album is dope. Then the intro, the Feel It in the Air sample on the intro. Meek, if one thing Meek knows how to do, he knows how to open the album. Cause man, that's one of my favorite albums. Man. Oh my god, bro. I Am I Was by 21. I love that album too. Monster, Ball for You, A Lot, of course. The album's a good album. And I'm happy this was the trap album that they picked to get nominated. Igor, of course. Igor, to me personally, is the best album that came out this year. It's just amazing. Like, I can't even explain how much I really like this album. and it's not rap. To me, it's urban contemporary or R&B or experimental, and that's the problem. Wait, oh my fault. The Lost Boy by YB and Cordae was also nominated. I like that album a lot too. He came out on the night that the Raw single dropped. He came out the same day as Chance. Had a way better album than Chance. I'm not even gonna talk about how much I hate the new Chance album. And so I'm proud of Cordae because he's only like what, 18, 19. So he gonna be here again because Cordae could really rap. But Igor, man, Igor takes up a spot for other albums that could have been nominated. So Much Fun by Young Thug could have been nominated. I know it's a 7-song EP, but they gave Pusha a nomination last year. Plugs I Met by Benny the Butcher could have been nominated. Is He Real, IDK. The Boogie album that came out earlier last year. And it just goes to show that the Grammy voting process is trash. Because, for one, anybody that they got on the committee for any genre, they vote on all the genres. So somebody that's versed in country is going to vote on the hip-hop genre. So they're going to see Tyler, the Creator, Meek, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, 21, YB and Cordae. They're either going to go with Tyler or Meek. And they clearly went with Tyler, which he was right when he said it's a backhanded compliment to win that award. Because Tyler has put out albums before in the past. Flower Boy, to me, should have won in 2017 when it was up against Damn and Culture won by the Migos in 444. And that was a great class of those albums. All those albums was fire. And then he gives us Igor, and it's like what they did with Kendrick when they gave Macklemore the album instead of Good Kid, Mad City, which still to this day makes no sense. Whoever was voting did not hear Good Kid, Mad City. That album was amazing. And then they gave Kendrick all the awards for To Pimp a Butterfly, which were deserving, but it's still like those, here, we messed up. Let me give you these awards. So, and then I'm gonna say that as far as artists, black artists go, we get mad, they get mad when they don't get these awards. But there's other award shows that give out these awards, but they don't show up, they don't go. I don't think I've ever seen Tyler, the Creator at a BET Awards. Drake don't even go to that award, and he probably win Rapper of the Year every year. So we can't get mad at the Grammys because they really don't know about hip-hop, bro. They don't. And when we have other awards that are gonna like give us these awards and they probably know a little bit more, I don't see Tyler, the Creator at the hip-hop awards. I don't see Cole at the hip-hop awards. Cordae probably was there. 21 probably was there. But other than that, we gotta stop focusing on the Grammys, bro. The Grammys, it's not a big deal anymore. Because they made a mistake. How do you give Macklemore the album? I'm still mad about this to this day. Macklemore won over Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City's top 5 albums this decade. Not even just rap. And Macklemore gets it. Where's Macklemore right now? Macklemore didn't put out another one. Kendrick put out 2 more classics after Good Kid. So, I don't even respect them as far as judging the music. It's done wrong. I don't see how, like, for instance, Drake is like the biggest artist in the world. I haven't seen Drake perform at the Grammys in I don't know when. That's crazy. But like I said, man, these Grammys, they don't matter. It's all about putting out fire music. I do think Igor took up a spot for other artists, like So Much Fun could have been nominated. Plugs could have been nominated. Denzel Curry's Zoo could have been nominated. Especially Denzel Curry, his album was great. Raw's Port of Miami 2 could have been nominated. Even Chains could have been nominated. But hey, it is what it is. If you disagree, let me know. It's your boy Cozy Boy X. I'm out.